So, it's the beginning of the semester, and if you're anything like me, I know what you're thinking. What the hell do I do now? Hi, I'm Dr. DuBose. Welcome to College Composition 1 at the University of Toledo. I wanted to start us out with a little bit of an introduction to the course as a whole, what we're going to be doing, how you're going to do it, and how we're going to use Blackboard to make all of your College Composition 1 dreams come true. First of all, let's talk about the very big elephant in the room, this lovely buddy who we all know well, COVID-19. It's been... Good God, how long has it been? It's been a very long time since our lives have been kind of upturned and turned in interesting directions. I'm sure that more than a few of you are feeling a little bit isolated. I know I have. I'm going back to campus for the first time like a year and a half for my on-campus classes. So I understand if it's been isolating, I understand if it's been depressing, I understand if you have a lot on your mind, and I understand if you're more than a little bit freaking out. Trust me, I am too. This isn't a normal situation by any stretch of the imagination, and I wanted you to know that I know that. And I wanted you to know that I'm here for you. If you need help, I'm more than happy to help you. If you have issues come up that you need to deal with, talk to me, please. I can always help you access a lot of good campus resources, such as the Counseling Center, and there's a lot of other things we can do for you. We'd all rather see you succeed than fail, so if you have any problems, please do talk to your teachers first, and please do talk to me. As I said, I want to see you succeed, but you gotta let me know so I can help you. Onward. Now, this is a distance learning class, which means instead of sitting in the classrooms, we'll be sitting, well, wherever the heck you're going to be sitting, and we're going to be doing this all on Blackboard. Blackboard is the course management software used by the University of Toledo. I would tell you how to get to Blackboard, but I'm assuming by this point you figured at least that much out, since you're probably finding this on Blackboard itself. But I did want to give you an overview of exactly how we'll be using Blackboard and exactly what we plan to do actually during the weeks we have together. First off, a resource that you need to know about is information technology. Information technology has a whole lot of things that they can help you with. They have a whole lot of tutorials, guidance. They have a help desk that can help you with security. You can find them online at utoledo.edu/IT. Information technology also are the people who can get you to Office 365, which you have a free license while you're at the University of Toledo. That gives you university email as well as the latest versions of Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and more. They'll also give you a little bit of storage space, and by a little bit, I mean a whole terabyte, so you'll have ways to back up all of your work. If you're like me and would rather have the full-featured Office on your computer, you can get discounted software through IT as well. When I had to get another machine at the start of the pandemic, I got a new copy of Office 2019. I believe it was only like $10, and by my point of view, it's that cheap, you might as well. If you have problems learning anything, if you need some tutorials, the place to go for tutorials on Blackboard, Collaborate, the virtual labs, or anything like that is uToledo Online. That's www.utoledo.edu/DL. If you go to their main page, that's also where you're going to log into Blackboard. They also have contact information for a Blackboard help desk. That includes a phone number, that includes email, that includes chat. They're very available to help you. If you have any problems related to the software or getting on, those are the people you need to speak to. So this is a good address to have handy. Now, what you need to do for our class. First thing is you're going to need to buy our textbook. This semester we are going to be using 50 essays, a portable anthology, the 6th edition. You will need the 6th edition because there are a few articles that are in this one that weren't in the last one. The good thing about this textbook, well, there's a few good things. It's got a nice selection of stuff. It's got some classic stuff. It's got some more current stuff. But the one that you're probably going to be most interested in is the fact that it lists for like $25. Trust me, I've had students who paid up to $400 for a single textbook before in other classes. So $25 is a nice, easy, attainable textbook price. Get this from the bookstore. They should have copies of it. You can get it via Amazon. If you go to the bookstore, you can buy it or you can rent it for even cheaper. But you're going to need this. I did put PDFs of the first 2 articles online, but we're going to be working through this book a lot this semester. So go ahead and get yourself a copy. The sooner, the better. Along with this video, I'm going to give you early access to Blackboard so you can really poke around and really see all of the stuff we have, get all the documents, get a good look at everything we're going to be doing this semester. Let me give you an overview of the most important ones. When you enter our class's Blackboard site, you're going to see a screen that looks something like this. You will notice on the left-hand side we have the course menu. There will be announcements of whatever type in this area. Mostly I'm going to do my announcements via Remind. We'll talk about that in a minute. They'll tell you what's almost due and they'll tell you what's past due. So you're going to have a good overview of what kind of neat work you need to do. The first thing you're going to need to do once you poke around the class is go to Course Documents. Course Documents is where I keep all of the important paperwork you need. And this includes things like the class syllabus, which spells out all the procedures in class, all of the requirements. It has the course schedule. You're going to need to read that. You're going to need to know it. It also has the major assignment sheet up here, which spells out the requirements and the assignments for each of our major essays this semester. These are documents you're going to be using on a regular basis, so you need to print out and save a copy of these. I want you to be able to reference this stuff. There's some other stuff on course documents that we're going to be using, like some evaluation forms. I've got further material, including quick reference guides for Office 365, Google Docs, Word 2019, lots of other helpful stuff like how to start research, how to take notes, proofreading checklist, library catalog, so on and so forth. So there's a lot of good stuff here, but you absolutely positively need to look at the syllabus and the major assignment sheet as soon as you possibly can. Get to know them, love them. Back at the main page, there's a bunch of other resources I have available for you. Media Room is an online video chat space where we can do one-on-one conferences. I'm going to be doing all my office hours remotely this semester because of COVID. There's also a selection of nice links available to all kinds of helpful resources. And these range from stuff on how to properly format papers, how to properly cite material, to the UT Writing Center's website, to spaces to get assistance if you're having problems making ends meet. Lots of good stuff there. We also have a link to Remind. Remind is an app /site /whatever that we're going to be using for communication this semester. I've used it for the last year and a half, and it's worked out very well. With Remind, this will take you to their main web page where you can sign up for an account, and there's full instructions in the syllabus on how to sign up specifically for our classes Remind area. Remind allows two-way communication between me and you, between you and any other classmates, without having to give up our phone numbers or anything like that. So I'll be able to contact each of you, you'll be able to contact me, and unlike standard email, I'm like you, I have my phone with me wherever I go, so I'm going to be able to get back to you a whole lot quicker. With Remind, you can do it via text, you can do it via email, you can go to their web page. I have the Remind app. You can get it on Google Play or the App Store if you're a Mac kind of person. And it works very well. So go ahead and once you finish reading the syllabus, use the how to sign up for Remind to sign up to Remind so we can talk back and forth. I'll be sending out announcements. I'll be telling you when stuff is due, when stuff is new on Blackboard, if we need to chat. This is how we're going to do it. Back to the main UT page. In addition to all of that, I have a link called Assignments and Materials, and this is where you will find all your assignments, turn in all your assignments, and find a whole bunch of other materials for the class. Because this is a distance learning class, we're not actually going to be meeting. Everything is done through Blackboard. Everything is done through Assignments and Materials. To get to what we're going to be doing on the first week, you would click Assignments and Materials. You would click on September, which includes all of week 1, which does end in September. You'll click on week 1. It has the dates on there, and next week, week 2, so on and so forth. And you're going to get a list of all the assignments and all the stuff that we're doing. If you see something that has a link in red, that's going to be a video for you to watch or a document to read. Most of the ways we will interact in terms of what makes the assignments and the stuff you need to learn, instead of a straight lecture, I do YouTube videos, much like this one. I'll do a weekly video which goes over stuff you need to know for this week. There'll be videos going over assignments. There'll be videos going over critical approaches, things about writing, and you're going to need to watch these by the end of the week. Go back to the Blackboard page and you'll also see links in blue. Color coding helps. Links in blue are for work that needs to be done that week. The week ends at midnight on Friday for us. For instance, I said earlier you need to print off and read the syllabus. Well, that's because there's a syllabus quiz due at the end of the week. Simple. Once you read the syllabus, answer the following questions. And there's 10 questions, all of which will be answered in the syllabus itself. You can have the syllabus open in front of you. How you actually do the work. Well, if it's a link in blue, it's stuff you need to turn in. So you click on that link, you get to a web page that looks something like this. Now, I want all work to be turned in as Word document attachments. You have free access to Word 365. Even if you use something else like Pages or Reader, those can save in Word format. So I don't want you to text write your submission. I want you to turn in everything as an attachment. So answer the questions in a new Word document, save it, click on Browse Course Files, find your work, and then once you've selected it, you need to make sure you hit the Submit button. This is how we're going to be turning in all of the work this semester. I will grade it, and if you look over to the left, there is a link to my grades, which will allow you to check on the grading status of all your stuff throughout the entire semester. And I think that's enough to get us started right now. So, keep in touch with me. If you have any questions, go ahead and register for Remind so we can contact each other relatively quickly. Get that course syllabus and major assignment sheet, read through them, and start to get a really good understanding of what exactly is going to be asked of you. All of the week 1 work is going to be due at midnight on Friday, so you can work at your own pace as long as you get everything done on time. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. I'm looking forward to working with you. Take care. Bye-bye.